Hello and welcome to Normal to Formal Podcast, episode number 21. I'm your host, Tia Young. I'm the founder of Tia Young Image and Etiquette. I help my clients learn the soft skills for success through professional development and etiquette training. This podcast is for people that want to increase their social skills and earning potential and grow from normal to formal. And these skills will help you get ahead of the competition. The topic for today's podcast is positive online reviews. As a business professional and entrepreneur, I love to get positive reviews from my clients. I also really like to give businesses that I have really enjoyed their service or product a positive review also. Many times we always look at the things we don't like from a business, but think about all those companies that will benefit from you saying something nice about their business. And that's one way that helps me get more clients. I did a little research and found a great article from a company called Outbound Engine, a marketing company. And they talked about the 10 simple steps of how to get online reviews for your business. So it's really going to help you set that positive tone also for your business. We want to give those positive reviews as well. In the article, they stated that 85% of small businesses say that word of mouth referrals are the number one way for new prospects to find them. They also said that 65% of consumers trust opinions posted online. 88% of consumers trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations. And 90% of people say positive online reviews influence their buying decisions. And 88% say negative reviews influence their decisions. Just a couple of days ago, I was looking online for a business suit, and I found a site that had beautiful clothing with gorgeous models, of course, wearing them with probably a size 0 or 2, which I'm not. So I wanted to see the reviews before I actually made the purchase. I wanted to see how the outfit really looked on a real person rather than the model. And a lot of times the reviews, you can post a picture of yourself in that outfit to see how it really feels. And they will explain the fabric and the feel and the fit. And that really set me up for not buying that particular outfit because it didn't look as good on the real person as it did on the model. So those reviews are very, very important. Also in this article, they talked about that step 1 is to do good work. You can't get positive reviews if you don't do good work. Years ago, when I would have my etiquette camp, normally about 20 students over the summer, we had a week-long camp. The students learned everything about the do's and the don'ts of social skills and good manners during that week. And on the last day, I had a graduation, 4-course meal, limo ride, and everything for the students. One thing I did at the graduation was have the parents complete a survey for me to really share how they felt about the camp overall and what information they can give me to help me improve, what they liked and what they didn't like. Now, although it's very hard to hear what people don't like, it really helps you to improve and get better in those areas. So I really, really enjoyed giving those surveys so people can share how they really feel. So make sure you do good work. Step 2, set up your profiles and claim your ownerships of all the different ways that you can get reviews. So I did surveys from that camp, but I also asked for Google reviews, but you have to set up your Google account to have Google reviews. I wrote a book called How to Navigate Premium Experiences with Confidence, Your Guide to Social Success. So if you do purchase it on Amazon, you can write a review. And also on my Facebook page, Tia Young Image and Etiquette. And I just found out that I can sign up for Yelp reviews also. I always assumed that it was more for restaurants and hotels than small businesses. So I just set up a Yelp account. So the best way to help me without spending a dime is to say something nice about my business, my character, and how well you may know me and how well I treat my customers. 3, understand what you're asking. With reviews, there are 2 important points to keep in mind. First, you're asking someone you work with in a not so distant past to write a review on your business. And secondly, not everyone you've done business with will be the best choice for an all-star review. So be selective in that process. Ask them to tell you what they were looking for when they hired you, and did you receive it, and how well was it received? Number 4, find the right time to ask. You have to wait until you deliver the product or service and sure that you did a great job before you ask someone to give you a review. Some of those listening to this may be more transactional business like salons and spas and auto repair, and you have the luxury of being able to ask for a review more casually because you'll see that customer again and again in a reasonable time frame. For those in a business with a longer sales cycle like real estate and mortgage and insurance, planning how to get online reviews will have to be more strategic. And then you just want to ask. You can do the ask in different ways, from phone calls, texts, and emails to postcards or face-to-face requests. Use whatever method makes you most comfortable, but just do it. You can't get a review if you don't ask. And most times than not, they'll be happy to do so. Number 6, be specific and make it easy. Simply saying, "I'd love for you to write a review for me" isn't enough. You have to know what you want before you make the ask. And more importantly, you need to make the things as smooth as possible. A good example for me, I'm an etiquette coach, so I a lot of times teach people how to represent themselves well on an interview, from dressing properly to answering the questions appropriately, leaving the phone in their purse or in the car, things like that. If they got the job, that would be a great review for me. Number 7, incentivize if possible. What kind of incentives can you give them? Depending on your industry, you might be able to incentivize your request for reviews. Do this with caution though, because no matter what industry you're in, you never want to look or sound like you're paying people to write good reviews. Now, there are people out there that write positive reviews when they haven't stepped foot or done any business with certain people, so you have to be careful of that. If you choose to incentivize, be aware of how you word the ask. Be clear that the gift card is simply a thank you for feedback. It's not a payment for posting a review. For instance, if you've sent a $5 Starbucks card or something like that, or you have a raffle for a $50 gift card, a review in, so you'll choose one person. Number 8, follow up and ask again. Many times people forget. They're busy at the time that you call or email, and they forget. Even though they have great intentions, they'll forget to send that review. So just check with them again and touch base and see if they're willing to give that review. Because we know people are very busy and easily forget things. So you'll have to develop a bit of a thick skin as you're working on the best ways of how to get online reviews. And don't take it personally if you get a verbal confirmation of someone willing to write a review, but it doesn't happen. So be tactful, reach out after an appropriate amount of time, and prompt them again. Number 9, say thank you. When someone writes a review for your business, they're putting their own reputation on the line for the general public and for their friends who might see their reviews. So don't forget to thank them. Many times I'll thank them in the comments after the review that they've written, or I'll verbally text them or call them and let them know, thank you so much for that positive review. As a matter of fact, a couple days ago, I did get a call from a potential client, and at the end I asked, how did you find out about my business and about me? And they said they Googled and they found me, and then they also noticed all the 5-star reviews that I had received. So it really worked. That's why I really wanted to do this particular podcast, because it helps. It helps us small businesses get business by word of mouth. And I love thank you cards also, so I do send thank you cards occasionally. I tend to gather them and buy them when I see cute thank you cards because it's a lost art, that handwritten thank you note. So I always like to send those out when I get a chance, if I have their address. Number 10, assess, tweak, and repeat. All said and done, you should keep track of your approach as you get started. Perhaps a Google or email spreadsheet will be helpful. Track information and data and the transactions. The first and second time you ask, those kind of things. That's really detailed for me, but it really, really helps. And also assess how you ask. You'll get better each time. And your business will improve by the comments you receive, especially if it's something negative. Watch your online presence and reviews to see, someone was not happy. If someone was not happy with your service, what can you do to improve? And in the long run, that's going to help your business. Number 11, and don't stop there. The importance of continuing to build relationships with clients after the transaction is complete cannot be understated. You need a long-term strategy in place to keep your name top of mind with those happy customers who just wrote a review for you. And remember, 85% of small businesses say that word-of-mouth referrals are the primary way that new prospects find out about them. So make sure you take control of your online reviews. I do get lazy at times or forget to check. And I would have received a review from someone, let's say from my book on Amazon, like a month have passed, and I feel so bad. So I have to make sure I get on those sites so I can see who's reviewed me, so I can thank them properly. Take control of your online reviews. Online reviews happen whether you like it or not, and people take them seriously. If you're not taking steps to protect your reputation online, you have no control of the image being crafted for your brand. People, including qualified referrals, will make assessments of you and your business because of online reviews, even before you have a chance to meet them. This is why learning how to get online reviews for your business is so critical. So I challenge all of you. Think about somebody that you've had a great service with or a product within the last week or two, and make an effort to give them a positive review. They will really greatly appreciate that, and it will help them get more business. But be honest and let them know what you liked exactly, and that will help people make a choice to use their business or service. If you'd like to help me, I would love to get a positive review from you. I'm still new to this podcast thing, but I would love to get a positive review and comments for this podcast. Also for my book, How to Navigate Premium Experiences with Confidence, Your Guide to Social Success on Amazon. You have to purchase a book on Amazon and be a verified purchaser first to leave a review. Also, a Google review on my business name, Tia Young Image and Etiquette. Liking my Facebook business page, Tia Young Image and Etiquette. And the list goes on and on. I also did a podcast with Dr. Ivan Meisner, BNI podcast, Business Network International, number 632. I would like for you to listen and give a positive review as well. So those are some ways that you can help me directly. And I would love to help you in your business also. Thank you so much for listening to Normal to Formal podcast today. I hope that you've learned some valuable tools in the area of online reviews. Please join me next Monday for another episode on Apple Podcasts, Spreaker.com, and many other podcast platforms. Please subscribe, comment, and share. Follow me at Mrs. Tia Young on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and Mrs. Manners on LinkedIn. I can also be reached on my website, TiaYoungImage.com. Thank you and see you next time. Bye-bye.